Hey, so happy new year! We made it to 2021, panoramic and all. Oh, cheers to us. Clink! So in honor of 2020, I mean, even though it was a whole hell, I'm here to share 20 things that I learned about Japan in 2020. So let's dive right in. Number 1. So apparently not all the sushi in Japan is uncooked. The good sis had the pleasure of burning her tongue on sushi. Fun times. But it's not just raw fish, they have cooked fish as well. They have octopus, they have beef, they have chicken. They have a variety of sushi meats depending on where you go. And some of them even have like this conveyor belt and you could choose like what you want off of it. It's so cool. But it's good to know that not all sushi is uncooked because, you know, not all the time you want to be eating something smelling fresh. You know? So at least there are other meat options. Number 2. Japan has 3 different alphabets. God knows why. So they have hiragana, which is traditional Japanese alphabet simplified. Then they have katakana, which is the alphabet just with different characters. By the way, they have like 100 characters in each of these alphabets. The end. Katakana is really used for like English words that are translated into Japanese, so like Disney, Merry Christmas, things like these. It's just said in English but written in katakana or Japanese. And the 3rd alphabet is kanji, which has over 50,000 characters, 2,000 of which are common to Japanese people. And I'm like, why have all these characters if most of the population not even going to know how to read it? Like, it's best you all just learn English and done. Like, there's only 26 characters. I think all it could handle it. I think it could handle it. And out of all these million characters that they have, they don't have C, they don't have L, they don't have X and Q. Well, I guess nobody really care about X and Q. But C and L, boy, C and L, you know how it is to say Gabriella is not even that, it's Gabriella. What the heck is that? That is number 3. Japanese guys look real good in a uniform, from firefighters, construction workers, pharmacists, McDonald's workers. They just look so fine in those little uniforms with their little tight bumpsy and the little muscles bulging out. It's like, oh my gosh, hit me up. Number 4, trains in Japan leave on time. Yeah, if the train says that it's going to leave at 3:30, it's leaving at 3:30. Like, as soon as that, boop, that's it. And even if you like catch it while it's going, the conductor is going to watch you in your eye and be like, peace, and go on his way. And you might have to wait anywhere between 10 and 45 minutes for another train. Which brings me to number 5. Train stations in Japan are just confusing as hell. For example, Tsuruhashi train station. Please, what is that? You have to navigate through a whole market to find the train. First day that I went to that station, I'm like, I'm hearing the train, but I have no idea where the entrance is. And people just watching me like, look at this foreigner. I'm sure she late for work or something. Yes, I was late for work. Nobody helped me. There are tears in my eyes trying to find this blinking entrance though. Then on top of that, it's not enough to find the entrance. You have to find the right train line. So in Tsuruhashi, for example, it has the loop line, it has the subway, it has the Kintetsu line. But the Kintetsu line has 2 different lines. And it's like, it's so overwhelming because a lot of these trains leave at the same time. And so if you are on the completely wrong line, you'll never get to where you're going. And then the next thing, platforms. So you have the entrance, you're on the correct line, but now it have numbers from 1 to 8. And if you have a train that is only 4 cars, it's only gonna appear from platform 4 to 8. So you might be on platform 1 minding your business like, yes sis, I am here, I'm on time, I am waiting on my train. And guess what? It pull up down so, and you realize because you're in your phone. True story. And the train come and go on and leave you, and you have to wait the next 20 minutes for the next train. The frustration with trains and train stations in this country is so real because I'm so unaccustomed to it. To me, you just catch a maxi and you're gone. No matter what time, you just catch a maxi and you're gone. Which brings me to number 6. Listen, trains do not run 24/7. So let's say you partying whole night, and you want to leave at 3. No. You gotta walk home or you gotta take a taxi. So the trains stop at 12:30 a.m. and it don't start again until 5 in the morning. So if you want to party all night, like you real had to party until that 5 o'clock point before you could look to go home. That is relics. Because if you want to leave early, that early is like 11 o'clock, and in Trinidad, that's when the party starting. But it's a sacrifice you had to make because that 5 o'clock thing, I really know I'm old because I can't make with that anymore. Number 7, everything is a cuteness overload in this country, from the trains to the manholes to decorations to how they have the employees dress up to how they might decorate the train station to stuff that you can buy on the streets from these various vendors. Socks, everything is just so cute and it's so cheap most of the time. It's like I never knew that I wanted to buy so many unnecessary stuff for myself. You could go broke buying cute stuff in this country. Number 8. So how we react to Japanese culture, for them it's like, there's just a normal Tuesday. Like you will be there like, oh my gosh, there's a whole Pikachu and a Hello Kitty in costume and they're doing acrobatics and oh my gosh, is this Spider-Man? And they will just be there like nothing is amazing for them because this is the culture that they grew up in. Like, I mean, okay, even in Trinidad, when it have things, I'll still be kind of impressed, But here's like, whatever. Number 9. Japanese people do not wear deodorant.
Oh, you nasty. You nasty. Nasty! You nasty! Little nasty!
Sis, I was so upset one time when I went by my friend to stay over and I did not pack my deodorant. We went to a conbini to try and find deodorant. Listen. It didn't have no deodorant. The closest thing to deodorant in this country is like a spray. 5 minutes after I sprayed that thing on myself, I smelled funky. And I was so sad because I didn't have deodorant for like 3 weeks here because I was waiting on some deodorant to come from online. Listen, your good sis was perishing in her own body odor. I don't know how these people do it. Number 10. So I always believe, being from Trinidad, I know what heat is. You see Japan in the summer, I perished. There was a certain point in time where it was 38 to 40 degrees for the entire month of August. I bought a Red Bull from a convenience store. I walking down the road drinking this Red Bull. Mind you, it must be about half the size of a regular Red Bull, I am drinking this Red Bull before I even reach the fullest traffic light. That Red Bull warm. And I just perspiring through all my clothes, sweating in places I didn't even know existed. Hot is real hot here. Especially because there's like no wind or like mountains and valleys to like give it a coolness. Like at least in Trinidad when it's hot, okay, at least when the wind comes, that's a little cooler. When the wind come here, if at all, that's hot breeze in your face and all that. My AC bill for that month at least tripled. I wasn't having it. I was toasting. Number 11. I'm so proud to say that some Japanese people support Black Lives Matter. Like when the entire George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Orwood Armory situation happened and there were protests for Black Lives Matter. There were several protests organized within Japan. The ones I know of are in Osaka and Tokyo, but I'm pretty sure that there were more. And they were protesting and saying that Black Lives Matter, that the police need to be held responsible for their actions, that the US needs to take more action against racial injustice. And I was really proud of that because, you know, not all the time when you move to a different country would people be accepting of Black people. And it's like, for why, sis? I'm just minding my business. I don't understand what all this racism about. But it's really refreshing to see that this country, which is mostly monocultural, monoethnic, 99% of Japan is Japanese nationals from Japanese heritage. So to see that they are speaking out on our behalf and supporting us as well, it's great to see. I even saw a Japanese guy just randomly, he had on a Black Lives Matter t-shirt and I was like, oh my gosh. There's only when I passed him, I was like, I should ask him for a picture, you know. But then I was feeling a little bit too shy. So I was just like, I will just tweet about this. Number 12. So as much as there are people who support Black Lives Matter, there are also people that support Trump. Now I'll be making an extended video on this point right here. But in summary, there was some 100 Japanese and white Americans chanting 4 more years, 4 more years, and I was just like, I know you're joking. I know you can never be serious. I know that you're really not telling me that you believe that the election was stolen by the Democrats. For a country that have so many people with a high IQ, this is one huge joke. But again, I will be making a whole separate video about this a little bit later on. So let me move on. Number 13. Google Translate is such a lifesaver because, not gonna lie, I have slacked off on learning Japanese because I just take it for granted that customer service reps are gonna speak English. Most of them don't. And yeah, I'm just so grateful that technology has come such a long way because I could just go up to a label with my phone, Google Translate with camera on, and just translate everything. I mean, not all the time it comes out perfectly. One time I translated a pack of noodles and it said Korean style jizz, and I don't think that was the flavor of noodles. That was like, at least I'm hoping so. But in most occasions, like, Google Translate does a really well job of translating what I need to. I was able to leave a note for this FedEx man that I'm always missing. I was like, listen, I'm going to be home at 3 o'clock. If you are here before this time, please just leave my package. Please. Thank you. And I left that by my mailbox. And when I came home, my package was there. So I don't know how my aunt did this in 2010 when she was living here. Apparently Google Translate wasn't that advanced yet. So she had like a Japanese friend who would go with her to like her kids' parents' days and her kids' swimming lessons and everything, and like translate for her. And I was like, but that person had real time. That's your real friend to be doing that for you? No, boy. Nah. Number 14, Japanese size small, REL small over here, dog. It can't even fit me. It can't even, you see me? You see me? You see me? Like, look at me. Look at me, bro. Look at me. I am tiny, dog. I am tiny. So if size small don't fit in me, who don't fit in? Anyway, I start to wear medium and large now. I doesn't even try it on because I'll just be vexed. that I am buying anything above small, but I've accepted that I am a medium or a large in Japan. Number 16. So because in Japan there's like a ganken area where you take off your shoes and then you go into the main area with your socks on, there's a huge sock culture here. There are shops dedicated to just selling socks with different designs on it, and I'm pretty sure you've seen on my Instagram stories or my previous videos, but they like go all out for their socks. Their socks are like in your face, all different designs, so pretty, so kawaii. I really enjoy sock shopping and looking at other people's socks and impressing my own students with the crazy styles on my socks as well. Number 17. So if you buy a phone in Japan, whether you have it on silent or not, the camera is going to make a flash noise. And that's because there are so many perverts in Japan that were like taking under skirt pictures of women and girls. So now anytime you take a photo, it's going to give you the sound. I like that things are improving to reduce these offenses against women and girls, but oh my god. Suppose you think that somebody real hot and you're trying to take a picture in secret and there's just a flash going off and everything. I don't know how I'd feel about that one. Number 18. So being naked is okay in Japan, but tattoos is not. Let me explain. So they have these Japanese onsens, which are basically public baths. So you get naked, fully naked, and you take a shower beforehand to clean off yourself, and then you go into this onsen, which is like a huge bathtub that is shared with other people, and it's like really hot. And yeah, everyone's just naked, everything is showing, yeah, and it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly okay. There are children at these 100% nude onsens. Everything is okay. But from the moment that you have a tattoo, is nah. You can't come in here. So anytime I find myself crazy enough to go to an onsen, I have to find one that is tattoo friendly. Because tattoos are associated with gangs, which I do not understand because there are other Japanese people who also have tattoos. And I just think that this ancient mindset needs to like die out real quick. What? I am just too pretty to be in a gang. I just like to tattoo my body. I like ink. I like art. Like, get with the program. Number 19. So apparently farting is also okay in Japan, but blowing your nose isn't. I cannot tell you how many times I've been in a restaurant, a convenience store, in line randomly somewhere, or on the train, and someone has just farted, and it's not a discreet kind of no smell fart. It's the one where you're wondering, did you eat fish and eggs for breakfast?
Nasty! You're nasty!
Like, what is going on? Did you poo-poo yourself? Did you swallow yourself? I should really be asking myself these questions. Like, you are violating my nose at this point. Yet, I cannot blow my nose. Because apparently, when you blow your nose, your hands get wet. And they don't like that. Like, you have to wash your hands afterwards. So you mean to tell me minding my business, not wanting to all the time and just want to blow out my nose is more offensive to you than somebody farting and violating your entire respiratory system? Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, that makes sense. That makes real sense. Eh? And number 20. This is a very convenient country. There are convenience stores and vending machines lining all of these streets. There are at least 5 convenience stores and about 10 or 12 vending machines in the 10-minute walk from my apartment to my train station. That's to tell you how they cater to people who are on the go You know, they don't have time to pop in nowhere, so you just go to the convenience, get something to eat, you get lunch, boom, you're gone. Go to the vending machine, get something to drink, boom, you're gone. Like, I honestly think that Trinidad could do with a little bit more vending machines and convenience stores, but so today's Japanese phrase of the day is Akemashite o mete o gozaimasu, which means Happy New Year. So this New Year, I don't have anyone to kiss. So you at home, whether it's a boy or girl, I don't care, will be my New Year's kiss. Alright? Alright? So we're gonna count down together, okay? So it's san, ni, ichi, akemashite o mereto gozaimasu. Okay? So let's do it together. Pretend you're holding my hands. San, ni, ichi, akemashite o mereto gozaimasu. So cute. Technically, we're dating now. Unless you're ugly or under 18. Anyway. I play too much. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye.